everyone. Happy Sunday. As you can see, it's Hot Pink Sunday again. You know I love my pink. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. How are you? Are you in this anxiety bubble just like I am? And I was just telling Jess about this, the pre-Christmas craziness, you guys. It's starting to get crazy, especially for anyone who's got kids and they've got last minute shopping to do. And I am a last minute shopper because I just can never decide what I want to get. Plus, my Virgo daughter sat me down a couple of days ago, and I did post that on Instagram, you guys, where she did make a PowerPoint. She created a PowerPoint with all of the gifts she's expecting, links where I can get them, prices, and the reason why she wants that gift. You don't get any more Virgo than that.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah. Well, that's helpful for last minute shopping anyways. But anyways, you guys, I have, as you can see, Jess, that was something between Jess and Jess.
I know Jacques always messes up my last name also. I know it. I should have picked like a stage name or something.
Yeah. It could be JessRothschild.
You can just call me Jess from Hot Takes and Deep Dives.
Well, Jess from Hot Takes and Deep Dives, host of Hot Takes and Deep Dives, Jess Rothschild is in the house, you guys, and I'm so excited. I love Jess. I met her through our podcast where we interviewed her. We had such a great time. We also had a reading together, and I said, "Hey, Jess, why don't you come onto the channel and let's talk about anything you want?" And Jess decided, do you want to take over now? Because you wanted to really look into the relationship and the dynamic between Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang.
Okay, so this is why, well, immediately I was like, I think we should do Matt Rogers, like his career. Yeah. And I adore Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. I find their whole history together to be quite inspiring. They're both, they both went to NYU together. I mean, you let me know how much background to give you before you start.
No, give me the background, some of the background. I mean, I know a little bit of Matt's background, but for everyone watching who might not know their background, it's good to sort of keep them in the loop.
Yeah. So they met at NYU right here, literally near blocks from where I live. And they came up through an improv theater troupe together. Like one was in the sketch team, one was on in an improv team. And they both, graduated from NYU. And they eventually, they were performing all around New York. And in 2016, somebody said to them, you guys should start a podcast. And that podcast is, of course, Las Culturistas, is become hugely successful. And each of their careers has taken a very interesting trajectory since the launch of Las Culturistas. And so I think that's enough background to give you without I don't want to just spoon feed you all the information, but
no, you don't need to.
I'm most interested to see what do you pick up from their careers right now, not knowing so much about each of them, and also where do you see them going in the future? And also separate from that, not to make this too complicated, Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers, but also they are part of a very talented group of comedian friends. And I can throw out other names to you perhaps and give a little log line about them.
Let's start throwing the cards. You will fill in the blanks anyways while we're doing this. So I'm just thinking how we're going to about it. Okay, I know how we're going to go about it. I'm going to do individually Matt, and I'm going to do Bowen individually, and then we'll see together because we will be able to sort of piece the information that's coming through together easier that way than just looking at them as one, okay, as a team. So let's start with Matt, right? So what's the first? So the first thing is, I guess you just mentioned that you want to see where he's heading, right?
Yes.
Outside his podcast, outside his acting and writing and everything that he does, right?
I mean, do you want me to share what he's doing currently or no?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, share what he's doing now. What is he working on now?
Okay, so right now, he's on tour with this Christmas project. He got signed to Capitol Records. He literally recorded an album of music that he had written back in 2017, which was just, he would do it at this little black box theater at the Duplex here in the West Village. And eventually they filmed it for Showtime last year, and then he got a record deal. He recorded all the music like professionally, and now he's on tour with it. And he typically toured every December with this Christmas show. So that's what he's doing literally right now.
Well, I can tell you that professionally, career-wise, Matt is in a great place right now. I also feel that he's more in touch. I'll show you the cards, you guys. This is the Queen of Cups. This is what's going on around Matt right now. Okay, where is he at? What's the energy around him? Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is very much someone who's very, I like his energy. I feel he is someone who's very connected to his feelings. All right. That's why he comes up as more as a feminine energy, and we have more of this feminine card rather than King of Cups. Okay. So I feel that someone who's more, and I do feel that lately he's a lot more emotional and sensitive about things. Here's, just listen to this. What came through. I wouldn't be surprised if he does next year, 2024, if he does some kind of big show or some kind of big event, which is about charity, but about a very, very special cause for him. Okay. Because I see him sort of taking that. As I said, he's more about the collective now, more about, his feelings and what he wants, like being true to his wants and what he wants to do. So he's in a good place right now. I feel he loves Christmas, because when you're saying that he's got this, is it a tour or a tour that he's doing? I feel like
he's touring in support of this album that he put out. Like, it's all on Spotify. It's all original. It's a comedy Christmas album.
So I really feel that he enjoys this. So this is like his baby, his project. He's in a good place. And I really feel that because of this and because of other things and other opportunities that are coming his way here and there, he's going to open up. He's going to expand. Things are, he's going to do things differently in the future. I also feel that he may have been struggling a little bit with his career. I feel a little bit depression. I feel feeling a little bit sort of unsure or not fulfilled with past projects or where things were heading. But I feel he's in a much better place right now, which is why I'm picking up he's going to change. Things are going to be very different as to his future new projects. I'm hearing loud and clear that there's definitely some kind of something is going to happen next year, which I feel is going to really sort of like shock or stir some kind of social injustice situation in the US. And I feel that he'll be quite vocal about that. And then he will go more into this charity, let's help the cause situation. Because what Spirit is showing me, it's big.
Wow.
Okay. So I feel like more and more people will learn or get to know who Matt Rogers is in 2024. Okay. With this. And here's the thing that look, Ace of Wands. You should know this card. You also got in your reading. This is create new creative endeavors, something huge you're working on that's sparking that fire inside you, really enjoying and really working for you. That's Matt. And it's like literally, I feel it's around the corner. Judgment. He has an issue with you know a lot more about him. I don't know much about him, but I can tell you he has a little bit of an issue with social media. Did he take time off social media?
Bowen did.
Bowen did. Okay, well, it comes up on Matt's. Okay,
Wow.
on Matt's. So it could be because of Bowen and what he went through that he was like, ooh, I need to be I should curate a little bit more my social media presence or not overdo it. Because I feel that he's growing. What I'm seeing is like he's quite insecure. Like he's not someone who's, cocky or arrogant or super confident. I feel he's someone who stays grounded a lot of times. Okay.
Mhm.
Or he grounds himself when things kind of like get to his head. And I do feel that what's important to him is not to tarnish his name, his reputation, etc. So I do feel that he's going to be more careful, or things are going to be more curated when it comes to his social media presence. Ooh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. And I feel part of it is because he's keeping a secret, Jess. Something about his private life that he's keeping a secret. And probably, and it comes after this, so it could be because of he's afraid of how his fans, people are going to react. Something he's
He's such
keeping.
an open book, though. Like, that surprised me.
Is it a relationship? Could be a relationship, though.
No, he's so transparent. He's like overly transparent.
Overly, huh? I saw
Yeah,
he's
like
fine.
he's so open generally.
Well, not with this. And there
Wow.
might be a good reason. There might be very good reason for him not to be. He's
Okay.
protecting, he's doing it out of, he's protecting this secret or this situation. I
Okay.
also feel it might be connected to his family as well. This is what I'm picking up.
Hmm.
Um, could be some kind of illness as well, or something that if something feels off that he doesn't want it to be out in public,
Okay.
out of protection for him and his loved ones
Okay.
as well. Yeah, the charity work, I pulled the Six of Pentacles. We'll get Bo in a minute. Six of Pentacles here, I feel like, as I said, he's gonna be more, I'm telling you, more sensitive, more let's do things, to help the world. Let's help the collective. Let me be more vocal about things that are important to me. Taking a little bit of a different direction towards, so yeah, and I see him donating money,
Hmm.
investing money in things that are outside the entertainment industry as well. Is he sensitive with kids? Does he like kids? Does he have some kind of sensitive? Because I see kids around him.
I don't know his relationship to kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
know he has
feel
a sister, but I don't believe he has any like nieces or nephews yet.
no, but not necessarily kids from the family, but I feel that he could be due to something that he went through as a child, but I feel that he's connected to children.
Okay.
And this big event or charity that I'm talking about, I'm getting children.
Okay.
I'm getting like it could be connected to children, or God forbid, let's not hope. I'm just giving it as an example. It's a bad example, but something big, like maybe a shooting at a school, as an example, or something like that, which shakes, it really shocks and shakes everyone up. And he decides to come and talk about it and do something about it. So interesting. I also, okay, before we move on, I also got the full card for Matt. And as I said before, I do see new different projects. Okay. He's expanding things. He wants to expand his following too. I feel he wants to move away from comedy in the sense that he's now, and do something that's more, what's the word I'm looking for, like something more not substantial is a bad word because I don't want to offend any comedians, but like something more solid, substantial, more which will appeal to bigger audience.
Let me ask you a question. So I know he had mentioned that he is working on something with Andy Cohen. And
Ooh, okay. Mm-hmm.
I just a random an idea of something that could be is that he's getting his own show on Radio Andy. He could be taking over, like there's an empty slot where they've been trying, it's actually Amy Phillips' old slot. They've been trying to like do guest fill-ins, and he by far was like the best guest fill-in, but they also may just create his own show. That was an idea I thought. Or even giving him his own show on, I mean, I told this to you the other day. Like, I see him as the heir apparent to Andy Cohen. Like, whenever Andy is ready to no longer do Watch What Happens Live, like I think he is the most primed. So, if anything, if he's moving away from quote unquote comedy, I could see him be moving more into like hosting.
I hope so. And I've heard that rumor circulate, right? I've heard that rumor circulate. Okay, here's the thing. Him and Andy Cohen, I got the lovers before anyone starts, assuming things.
They're not a thing.
They're not a thing.
It's
Exactly.
well established that no.
It's not. Lovers in this case is not, it doesn't mean lovers. It just means that they have an appreciation for each other, a respect, and they work well as a team. This is what this means. So just to avoid anything. Andy trusts him. Andy, I feel like Andy likes him and trusts him. Matt is a hard worker. He's a Pisces. I checked his sign. Pisces are hardworking. They're to the point of workaholism. Okay, and I also checked Bowen's sign. He's a Scorpio, 2 water signs. Interesting. All right. So I do see. I want to say this. I want to say that there has been discussions. There have been thoughts and ideas for Matt to kind of like take over part of maybe the serious, like Andy, Radio Andy, or even in the future, maybe watch what happens. Who knows?
Mhm.
But I do see that, but it's not going to happen because I have the Tower here, and then I have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords, instantly when I saw Tower is catastrophe. It's like, damn it, things are going to crash and burn. This is what this means. You can see it from the imagery as well. The 8 of Swords is, it could be contractual as well, like disagreement or not agreeing to something in the contract. It could be, I feel that Matt doesn't want to be too contractually bound or he wants to have a little bit of that freedom to be able to say, write, and do whatever it is for him to have that creative freedom. I don't feel that this collaboration with Andy would offer him that freedom the way that he sees it. So I see crashing and burning, that those ideas not really going anywhere, not agreeing, and him not liking.
Interesting.
Isn't it? Wait, I'll pull one more because I'm feeling it, like 6 of Cups. No bad blood between them, for sure. No bad blood. I also feel it's something that it's not dead and buried. I feel they will re-examine and go back to this in the future. But I mean, there's no bad blood. It's just like, I feel that Andy respects him enough and respects Matt and why he's not wanting to be a part of it or jump on this thing. Okay, I feel that Andy gets it. He respects him. This is what I'm picking up. Like, 10 of Swords.
What is that?
You know how we talk about death and everyone's afraid of death card in tarot? Well, to me, the 10 of Swords is the death. You have 10 swords on your back. I'm glad Matt is not going with it, because something I feel connected to Andy Cohen, and I'm not sure if it's radio, if it's Bravo, but something is ending. Something is ending. I want to try to figure out what. Strength. 5 of Wands differences. I want to say that there might be some kind of creative differences or serious differences with the execs or with the board. So for Andy.
Wait, are you talking about the rating was Sirius or Bravo?
I'm getting Bravo.
Oh.
Not Sirius. I'm getting Bravo because and I feel Matt is very, I get that he's very intuitive. And I feel that's part of it. Like, intuitively, he doesn't want to be part of it until things change. There is going to be, I've been saying this, Jess, for like a year now, because I've read around Andy and Bravo and the future of it. I've got the video on my channel if anyone wants to go back and watch it at some point. And I did see massive changes within Bravo and with Andy. Like, if I remember correctly, the prediction I made was like back then, so beginning of the year when I did it, did the reading, my prediction was 2 to 3 years and Andy's out. Like, Andy's out because I see some changes in Bravo. I see cutting of budgets, budget cutting, bringing in new blood, if you will, like creating new shows, different, a little bit more edgier than Bravo, a little bit younger. maybe heading towards the MTV or E realm. And I feel it's going to backfire for everyone.
Interesting.
Does that make sense to you? This is just without me knowing too much, but just reading.
Does it make sense to me? I mean, I feel like Andy could maybe go at any time. Oh yeah, that's interesting. This person is saying something interesting.
Yeah.
I lived through all of this. I'm so into late night television. When Leno handed the reins to Cohen, and then Cohen was fired, and Leno took it back until eventually went to Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, it feels a little bit similar to that, except that Matt, because he's intuitive, you know, he sort of like stepped back early.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so that's
Matt. I'll say one more thing. And this is about Matt and Bowen together. Do you want to do Bowen's reading and then I'll add the thing about the thing?
Yeah, let's do Bowen as well, because that we'll see where Bowen is at or where he's heading, and then it will make more sense. And then I can pull a card for both of them.
Okay.
Together. And then you can fill us in with what's going on. Okay, so Bowen, let's see what's up or what's in store for Bowen in the future. What does his future career look like? Where's he heading? Please, Spirit, give us some insight, clear messages. Thank you. All right, let's have a quick look. Bowen's a Scorpio. Interesting. Oh, yeah. That's a judgment card again. Bowen being a lot more like private and, you know, trying to fend off haters, trolls, people who are trying to stir the pot.
He's much more private than Matt is.
This has been his year, Bowen. I feel, and it's not just it has been his year. 2024 is going to be even an even better year for him. I know he got an award, right? He's been awarded for
he's nominated for he's been nominated for the Emmys in the past, and I think he's nominated again. I think he's nominated, but that hasn't aired yet. It's airing in January.
Well, he's probably winning. Okay, he's winning an award.
Let's look that up if he's nominated this year.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, keep talking. I want to look this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull one more card. Yeah, so this is the Six of Wands to me is like he's starting to get it. He's gonna get a lot more attention. I do feel with this card, he's winning an award. If he's nominated, he's gonna win that award, and it is also like it's opening up a lot more doors. I feel this is exactly what he needs at the right time. I'm hearing. Did you find it? No, not yet. Okay,
I'm looking. Yeah,
I'll keep going. This is what I'm getting. So to me, it feels 24 is going to be very busy for him, and he's going to get a lot of accolades and a lot of attention and credit.
Maybe he wasn't nominated this year. He wasn't nominated this year.
He wasn't? Okay, he probably will be then.
I guess not. 2022, it would have said 2023. Unless my years are off here.
My lovely Mods Maragda says, Bravo Live Robots. Thank you so much for letting it. So that's the video where I do the reading on Andy Cohen and I have my predictions about Bravo. And it's called Robots. Is back then when they were attacking. Remember when there was the whole bot attack, Lisa Rinna? Yeah. So that's the video. So that was months ago. But so if he hasn't won, so back to Bowen, he will win an award. I feel this is his year, 2024. This is going to be his year. He's winning an award. He's going to be more on our screens. More people are going to be writing about him.
He's in the Wicked movie with Ariana Grande, which the first one comes out at the end of 2024.
Yeah, but aside from the movie, I feel it's more the project, being more interviews, more things, even their podcast, which is very successful. I feel it's gonna I feel something is brewing with a podcast, something positive. I mean, okay, some kind. I see some kind of change there, a big change for the podcast. This is what I'm seeing. So busy year for him. Definitely Bowen as well. I got the death card here. So something is
I mean,
He's
when do you think he's going to leave SNL?
That's a good question. I was going to say the death card to me is like he's leaving something. One of these projects, one of these things that he's working on is he's leaving it. Could be SNL.
I think it would be SNL.
In 2024.
He very publicly was struggling like with overwork. Like he was having to fly from New York to London back and forth he's spoken publicly about this. And I think he was just like completely overworked, and like because of the time change, like his body like probably was exhausted. Yeah. So, and I could see him maybe not necessarily being fulfilled by SNL and like leaving when his 6-year acting contract is done, which is probably soon, within the next year or two.
I want to say yes, and the more we talk about it, the more it makes sense that it's SNL because it's coming. I have the 9 of Pentacles here. Something is coming to completion. It's the 9, 10 is completion number. 9 is just before. I feel a year, maximum a year and a half. That he's going to say, with that death card and the 4 of Swords, he's done. That makes sense what he said. 4 of Swords is like, I'm exhausted. I'm done. I've had enough. And also it's stressful. It's very stressful for a variety of reasons, but he's got something new he's working on and something which is going to be massively successful, massively outside SNL and all of the stuff that he in podcast, etc. This is something brand new for Bowen, and it's going to be successful.
Is it just him or him and Matt?
No, this is just him.
Wow.
We will look at both of them. Okay. I'm just reading him right now, and then we'll see what is mutual between them. 10 of Wands. My God, he's going to be busy. He's going to be a wanted man, meaning wanted people will want to work with him, will want to hire him, will want him to write. Because I feel this year is going to be busy a lot. Like he has to take care of his body. He has to take care. He's exhausted, and it's not gonna get any better. So, Queen of Cups. There's Matt. There's Matt. Remember, he came up as the Queen of Cups. So it's the 3 of Cups. They're definitely working with Matt and someone else, so someone they know, or someone like a mutual friend, or someone that's like who has the idea, maybe an exec producer or something like that. They're working on something.
So they alluded to writing something. They didn't say what it was, but like just reading through it, it seems like it would be like a television program that would like star the 2 of them.
That makes sense.
They went to college with a great talented writer, Sudie Green, who I interviewed. And she was the head writer. I believe she was a supervising writer at Saturday Night Live as well. And she left Saturday Night Live. And so I think they would definitely have her as like the showrunner or something like that.
Could be. It's definitely 3 of them though. So
they were best friends from college. Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense with the 3 of Cups, because the 3 of Cups is with someone I trust, I love, I have a connection with, I have a bond with. Okay, this is like, so that makes sense. So they're working on that together for this upcoming year. Let's see how. There you go, lovers. Yeah, definitely. They've put a lot of passion and a lot of energy into this. I feel they really want to make this work in the way that they want it to work. Like they want to have more control, I guess, or more. They wanted to be more them, more, who they are. So yeah. And I feel it's going to be I'm telling you, this is his year. This is where like he'll be everywhere. He's going to win awards. He's going to be wanted. People will want to interview him, have him on. And probably it's because he's cutting his ties from SNL. So he's going to have a lot more time.
But right now he's so in demand. Bowen.
More. Yeah. But the thing is, he's in demand, but he's not. I feel that he's not to the point where he's like, yeah, everyone knows him, or most people know him, but I feel there's still room for him to grow. And this is when it's all going to happen, where more people are going to be talking about him, tweeting about him. There's going to be more attention, Yeah, they know him, but he's not getting that attention like, you know, like other people do.
Yeah.
Because he keeps himself to himself. He's private and he doesn't want to put things out there, but he'll be, trust me, it's going to get, I see it. Like he's going to, it's his year. It's his year, you know, it's gonna be the wheel. Look, things are changing. He's taking more control. I feel like he's taking more control of certain things, projects, contracts, who
Yeah.
he works with, and he's a lot happier because of that. More comfortable with that. So yeah, justice. See, I said contract. I feel a lot of contracts coming in.
Interesting.
Contract. I also feel like, okay, this just came through. I heard it. Mini series. Working on a mini series. This is what I heard. It's not in development yet, but this is what I heard.
Bowen Yang for the White Lotus.
Ooh. But I think it's his mini series, like his, like, can you imagine? Well, the White Lotus did make a lot of people famous, though.
Yeah.
Right? It was a good one.
Okay, here's regarding going back to Matt.
Yeah.
How far can he take this Christmas project? Because it started in 2017. It evolved into a special for Showtime. And now it evolved into a record contract with Capitol Records. He recorded the music. It's out on Spotify. It's out on vinyl. And now he's on tour with it again with a larger band. Where else can he go with the Christmas project? Or does he does he kind of take this character into a new, like I think because basically it's spoofing Christmas. It's spoofing the capitalism of Christmas. I think it would be great to do like Valentine's Day. I think that's like a fun, unless he's like, I'm not doing another holiday. But I wonder, like, these, like, a project like this, which is so specific to him and it's his entire creative control. I wonder what he'll do with this next.
Oh, I'm getting a lot. He can do a lot with it. Okay. Like he can do so much with it, and he's planning to as well. He loves Christmas. He loves Christmas. I heard, you know why? You know why I say that? It's because I feel like for him, if he could have Christmas all year round, or if he could like talk about Christmas or do Christmas sketches or skits or whatever all year round, he would do it. So I feel he's got other ideas that he can expand this.
Okay.
To make it even bigger, or sort of like for it to, like, you know, just expand. I'm getting. Does he do stand-up?
No.
Has he done stand-up lately?
No.
Interesting. I see him holding a mic.
Not that I know of, and I feel like I would know. No, if you he's acted, like he acted in the fire.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, he's acted, but I'm talking about him being on stage, because I'm seeing him literally on stage with a microphone. So that's why I'm confused. Is it a stand-up, or is he doing like some kind of live show? Because I go there.
The live Christmas show is a mix of him talking, but I wouldn't call it stand-up. It's a mix of him talking, and then it segues into these like comedic songs.
Got it. No, I don't think it's what he does now, because this is the thing. They're like really showing me June now, and I feel June is where he's smart. Okay, here's the thing. It might not make sense because it doesn't make sense to me how I'm being shown. Okay, how it's being shown to me. I wouldn't be surprised if beginning of summer, he does like his show, like he changes things about his show, and he does a Christmas show in June. Because it is like sort of like spoof, bring in more stuff in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, because I really see him wanting to keep this going, like not just for Christmas, but as I said before, I feel like if he could celebrate Christmas all year long, he would do it.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
he signed this deal that he has with Capitol Records. I don't know if it's just for this project or if, because usually when they sign an artist, it's for like a 2-album deal or a 3-album deal.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's more in the music world that because that's really what separates him from like all the other comedians that he came up with, is that he's like a great singer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's gonna like do anything else musically that's outside of, unless it's just around another theme of like, again, like the theme of like a Valentine's Day or the theme of another thing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him taking that direction though. I don't see like the singing. The singing is, he's good at it, and I feel like he enjoys it. It's not, he doesn't want to make it the main thing.
Right.
So, no, I don't see that. Look, TJ says, maybe something for Christmas in July. That's what I mean. Like something about Christmas in July, but make fun of like a spoof, like, just turn it around and not make it seem awkward. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm getting. That's literally what I'm seeing. And touring and doing the whole thing. He loves it. It's his thing. I feel like it really like it comes from inside. He really enjoys it. This is what I'm getting. So yeah, no, I don't see him like, coming out with an album or singing or touring or
like stuff outside of the Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, I'm talking about outside Christmas. Yeah.
Can I bring in another person into this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm curious. So there are other, another person, like the person who wrote and starred alongside Bowen in the Fire Island movie is an actor, and he's a stand-up, Joel Kim Booster. Mm-hmm. I wonder, so they made this movie Fire Island. Matt is in it. It starred Joel Kim Booster, who wrote it, and Bowen Yang was the co-star. Margaret Cho was in it. And there were rumors, like it was successful. It was on Hulu. There were rumors of like, oh, would there be a sequel to it that would be set in like Provincetown or like that would be the most logical like next place. Like, is the Fire Island project like, are we at the end of the road with it?
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything more out of it. I'm just saying that's it with Fire Island.
And what about Joel Kim's career in general? If you want, I can pull his birthday if that helps.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I don't need it. Sometimes it's nice because the community loves, because we talk about astrology. So I always love to like pull out their charts and talk about their signs. Let's see his career, where it's heading, right? Where it's going. Let's see. Oh, it's going well. It's going to go well, that's for sure. I feel like he's a bit like, he might start working on something that he worked in the past, maybe sort of revive an old project or something. I'm seeing. Or a sequel to something with the two of one.
Is that not the Fire Island project?
No, I'm not getting the Fire Island though.
Not a sequel to that, because that was his biggest.
That's his big. I don't know. It seems to be something from the way, maybe something that didn't come to production. It never went to production. Like an initial idea or something that he started a while, like years ago, I'm feeling. That he will revive, like say, okay, that was a good idea. Maybe I have to change things around and see how I'm going to make this work. Knight of Cups here. Yeah, he's going to put a lot of heart into this and a lot of energy into this. And it's going to be successful. It's going to work out for him. King of Swords, communicate. King of Swords is someone who just comes and like he's very forthright, very honest, very good at communication. This is how I see it. Judgment. You know what's funny, Jess? All three of them, I get similar cards. All three of them are similar. I pick up the similar kind of energy. I really feel they're at that precipice in their careers where things are gonna blow up for them in 2024, and I feel that what's exciting is that I feel freedom for them to create what it is they really want in the way that they want to, without anyone telling them or dictating the rules or how it goes. This is exactly what I feel about him. I also feel he's going to find success, recognition this year as well, maybe be nominated. Who knows? Like, work on something which is going to really boost his career.
Joel is nominated for an Emmy for writing Fire Island this year.
Interesting. So that could be it. This is like winning an award as well. Okay, but that's judgment. I get the judgment and 8 of Cups, not caring anymore what people, producers, exec, people around him care. I don't give a shit. This is what I'm getting. Okay. And I'm gonna do what it is I'm gonna do, because up until now, everyone's just like messed things up because it's all about budgeting and the advertising, the promoters, and this and that and that and that kind of like cages you in, right? So I feel he's gonna be sort of like, don't care. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and it's going to be very, very successful.
Can I bring somebody else?
Go ahead.
I mean, or do you want to focus back on the three?
No, ask me whatever you want. Yeah, well, that's why. Ask me whatever you want, because it's all connected anyway.
Okay.
It's gonna make more sense.
So they have two other good friends. Dave Mizzoni, who I know, they all, again, like, he went to college with Matt and Bowen, and Dave, maybe he hasn't had like the commercial success that they have had. Like, he's not a known figure in the way that they are. I do wonder what's his career path, like ultimately what will be his legacy. Like, he does live shows. He's a comedian, does live shows around New York. He's trying to get like this he's big into cooking and teaching people how to cook, and like he does like a little thing around that, but his stuff is mostly like stand up and like live shows.
Okay. Interesting. Different to the others. Not bad though. I mean, different. The others, I feel they have so much going on for them and so much recognition, awarding and everything. He's kind of stuck in between. Does he work? I feel like he's stuck in between 2 projects or 2 kind of like contracts or something, and I don't feel he's happy about it.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's working on. Page of Swords 2. Yeah, something that like I feel like he's stuck sort of like in the middle, and one of those is like a fairly newer project that he's involved in, and he's not so happy about it. I don't feel it's going the way that he wants it to. He does come up as a King of Wands, someone who is quite, he's strong, like a strong character, not shy, he's expressive, he's blood, he's not just a great comedian. I feel like he might be like a painter. He uses like at home, like he's very good like with like more artsy and crafty stuff as well.
He actually did a show with Matt when he created and designed, like set designed the whole set for it. And it was filmed, but the platform sort of imploded. But that was a big thing. There was a big budget for it, and yeah, he's very artistic in a different way.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That he is. I also hold the Tower. So maybe one of these 2 ideas that I just talked about, like the one that it's like it's not gonna go well. So I see this is going to crash and burn. And I do feel that someone influenced him into getting on, like sort of like jumping on board this project that I'm seeing, or this new thing. And because he trusts this person, or he believes this person, or he wanted to believe that that idea is going to be as great as it was, it doesn't feel that way. I feel it's a budget thing, a production thing. It's just like it feels chaotic and it's not going anywhere. Look, 10 of Swords, the death card, the literally the death of an idea, the death of a project, something that's not going anywhere. So
Right.
yeah, it's gonna be a bit harder for him.
Can you go deeper into Andy? Like, I know you did the reading
Yeah.
last year, but like, what's in the immediate? I guess like, and I'm curious about him, particularly with Sirius. I mean, I know they signed a 3-year deal with Sirius, but
I don't have a good feeling about it. But
like,
we'll
I
see.
know that you read Sirius, like you've looked into Sirius as just like a platform. Like
Yeah, well, let's look at Andy because that's an interesting one, and I'm always fascinated by Andy and
Yeah.
love him as well. Let's see. We'll look at Sirius first. And we'll take it from there. Because I mean, it's been a while since Jess. Last chance corral for Andy and Sirius.
really, even though
Really.
there's a 3-year contract.
2-year contract. After 2 years, it's done, baby.
Okay.
It's done. Also, Andy is tired. I feel he wants to take on more mommy duties and free time and do things differently and maybe sort of like step back a little bit. The Empress is the mommy card.
Yeah.
He's got 2 kids now. He's a great dad. 6 of Swords. Yep, he's leaving Sirius. 2 years. I give it 2 years. He's leaving. It's done.
That's not surprising to me.
He's
like,
not in it
the
anymore.
channel doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't. You don't innovate in any way.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me in a way that it's lasted this long, but I guess they could. I have a lot to say about Radio Andy in general, but
please do. I mean, his heart is not in it anymore. Let me just say that, okay? Not just now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
That and it's just not going anywhere, and he knows it. Look, I just pulled a death. It's done. That relationship is done.
Yeah.
Or will be done officially, like in a couple of years from now. So,
what have you always read about? Have you ever read John Hill?
No, I haven't. No one's asked me. No, I haven't.
Can you try it? So John Hill is his radio co-host, and like he used to be a producer at Watch What Happens Live, and he's a very interesting subject.
True. I love how you went subject. Okay, his future at Sirius, is that the question?
No. Just in general, outside of Sirius, because that's he'll definitely be there for 2 years, but beyond that, like what's he?
Where's he heading in the future in his career? John Hill. He is an interesting character. You either love him or hate him, don't you? I mean, just generally, there's something about him. 4 of Swords, 5. I'll show you the cards in a minute. 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Well, John Hill is interesting because I don't see anything. So let me just show you the cards and tell you what I'm picking up. All right, so 4 of Swords. I mean, John Hill, I'm not sure he's that happy with his career right now, or where things are heading, or he's happy with himself, or what he's doing. It just seems to me that he does it because he gets a check from it. That's about it with John. Yeah, I don't feel definitely Sirius kind of killing him. I feel like killing his creativity. Like, honestly, he's not in it. He's not in it. And I feel it's not just his career. I feel his personal life as well is a bit messed up right now. There's just a lot going on that I'm picking up. Page of Wands. He does have an ego. Let's just say that. Okay. He does see himself a little bit bigger, grander than the rest of us do, but it's okay. Some of them have a big ego. He does want to work on something new or with someone new. I'm hearing someone newer or someone new. I feel there might be sort of like an attempt to put them together or create something out of it. Not going anywhere. That's for sure.
Interesting.
Queen of I have the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, he's done as well. He's just it's not there. It's not, he's not there. It's not there. He checks in, clocks in, clocks out. That's about it. This is how it feels to me with him. The moon. If he was here and I was giving him a reading, I would say, John, you know what? You need to take a little bit of break. Step back from what you're doing. You need to clear your mind, go out in nature, maybe take a little trip somewhere, because his energy is very foggy, very foggy. And I feel like right in this state that he is, whatever he does or whatever decision he makes is not going to be a good decision. It's not going to serve him. And this moon is always an indication. Justice. What's with his contract? Ooh, I think he's going to get in trouble. I think not now, but what I'm seeing in the future, something about his contract. I don't know. When does his contract end? Knight of Cups.
Probably in 2 years when Andy.
And probably in 2 years. That's why, that's the thing. But something about his contract, some kind of clause that is in there that he's not happy about. It's going to block him from a new endeavor, a new project when he leaves. Okay. Something about his contract is going to block him from doing that. Could be a gardening clause. Who knows?
Interesting.
And I'm not talking about NDA now. I'm talking about something specific, very specific. Maybe there's a clause about who he works with or he doesn't work with or what outlets. Just saying what I'm picking up. Page of Swords. He's definitely gonna, like, what we're gonna see with John. I don't see that, unlike the other three that we just read, I feel that John is gonna take on like smaller projects or smaller things, and he's kind of like trying to figure things out and see what direction he wants to take it. I do feel that the next 3 to 4 years it feels like that for him. Like it's a bit scattered.
Right.
Like he doesn't have like a plan. He's not focused on something. It's not like right now he's just on massive demand, to be honest. He's just all over the place. He's going to dip his toes here, dip his toes there, talk to this guy, try this, do that. Ooh, just doesn't look great, at least for the next 4 years.
Do you see him staying in LA?
He's going to, the other thing I'm seeing, another thing that he's going to try doing, I do see him, I don't know, opening a business, starting something, selling something.
Okay.
Selling something. I don't see him moving.
Okay.
That business is actually going to go well. That business actually is going to work out. Whatever it is, he's going to sell something. I see. And that one's going to go well, though. Maybe he's who knows? Maybe he'll find his calling.
Yeah.
But no, I don't see him moving. I don't know. No, I don't think he's gonna make the move.
Well, he was in New York and then moved to LA. It was more.
I was gonna ask you, where is he? In New York? Okay.
No, he's in LA now.
Yeah, he's gonna stay in LA because that's where, like, I feel that's the direction he wants to take. He has certain contacts there that might help him with what he wants to do in the future. But no. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Isn't it? But I don't see him moving. I'm going to pull one more card. Ace of Cups. No. Is he in a relationship right now? Well, it's not right now, but I do see him in a relationship and like finding the one, like being in a relationship. Yeah. To the point where I wouldn't be surprised if he got married as well, or there's some kind of like,
really,
I do see that, but not now. I see this down the line. I don't feel like right now he's in a space, the headspace or anything to be dedicated or loyal to someone, to be honest, because it's scattered. His energy is scattered.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I mean, I know of him, but I don't know him. Like, I don't follow him in that
Yeah.
way for me
no,
to
it
know.
makes complete sense. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what
Yeah.
what I see about John Hill.
Very
Wait,
interesting.
let's do the Matt and Bowen together that we said.
Okay.
Like together as in like as a team working
Yeah.
together. Let's see what we see.
Like, I want to know about like the project that they're working on together.
The one that we talked about, you mean?
Yeah, the one that seems like it's a show or something.
Okay, let's see what comes through. Hold on. I like to leave it like more open-ended.
Yeah.
Because that we get more information that way.
Okay.
Let's see more information. Yeah. Oh, before I go on, yes, everyone, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, you're going to subscribe to Jess, which she's over there. Everything tagged down below, you guys. Hot takes and deep dives podcast. You have to follow Jess, and don't get confused. You'll find all the info. Right. So, back to Matt, and I feel good about them. They're solid, those two.
Mm-hmm.
I love their friendship relationship. The sun, yes, the sun is like, yeah, anything they touch is gold. It's also my Midas card. You know, everything that you touch turns to gold.
Yeah.
Those two are a power couple, like business couple,
Yeah.
power couple. The world, they're going to conquer the world. More and more people are going to be talking about them. Oh no, shoot. Why does spirit do this to me? Why? I do the Italian hand now and I'm not even Italian.
What?
You know, they go, what are you talking about? Why you give me the tower? Yeah. Something is going to crash and burn. Hierophant. Some kind of relationship with a network or channel.
Okay.
Hierophant could be a network, channel,
Uh-huh.
executive, something like that.
Right. So
to me, the world is maybe that they have to create their own production company or something.
That's
something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised after this that the two of them are gonna team up, power up, and create their own production team.
Yeah.
I
definitely think that wouldn't.
Yes, that's what they're doing
to them.
That's what they're doing. Knight of Pentacles. That's what they're doing because they don't want to be tied down or, you know, in bed with anyone, because they know what that means. The tower, anything can come down and crush and burn. So I'm telling you, the world, they're going to conquer the world. They're smart. They're very smart. They're hardworking, intuitive. So they do follow their intuition and we'll see them. They honestly, I love what I'm seeing for them. I do. I really do love what I'm seeing for them. Knight of Wands, honestly, you know what? They're going to change things in the industry. They're not going to let any one of these like execs or anyone who is sort of in that murky business of entertainment anywhere near their projects, anywhere near anything they do.
Wow.
So this project that they're working on is definitely going to be independent. So it's definitely going to be something that they produce and they sell probably the rights.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have someone to distribute it, right? So, but they still have control of everything else. It's all about control for them, and that's what they need. Six of Pentacles, yes, they're going to be definitely, it's their own team because they will hire people, they will be paying, employing people. They're expanding. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I love that for them. I want to pull one more card. Eight of Cups. I keep getting Eight of Cups every time you ask me questions about Matt and Bowen. Keep getting this is the sign that they are definitely coming to this point of as I said, next year I feel it's going to be a great year for them, being recognized. They will feel good about themselves too, feel good about the direction that they're taking, the projects, the people that they work with. So looks very Two of Cups, look at them. In a past life, those two were definitely soulmates. They're soulmates. Soulmates means it doesn't necessarily mean romantic
Yeah.
or sexual. It's like, friends can be soulmates. A mom and a kid can be soulmates. So to them, they have past life connection because I keep feeling it. I feel those two. They're like, how twins, when you separate twins, one might be, let's say, in Canada, the other one could be like, I don't know, in South Africa, and they have like a telepathic or a way where they connect energetically and they can kind of feel what the other one's doing. This is them. This is them too. Brothers from another mother, for sure.
I hope they hear this part at the end. They would enjoy it, I think.
No, honestly, they are brothers in arms, brother from another mother. Like their relationship is so friggin' solid. I love it. And they are so much about helping each other. And like, when one's down, the other one's not going to let that person be down. So I love this reading for them. I really do. I don't know. Do you want to ask anything else? Do you want to connect? Is there anything that we need to connect? Or sort of like clarify it?
I mean, no. I mean, really, it was just like the Andy, like the Matt and Andy connection. Like, would Matt be? But it just sounds like there won't be an heir apparent. You're like, what I'm getting from you is there won't be an heir apparent to Andy Cohen. It's just gonna like end in some capacity, or like a piece of Bravo is going to end.
Yeah. There's not gonna be like an heir. You know what? I'm gonna ask this like specific question about, is there someone who's going to take over the reins? Is there someone that Andy approves of that's going to be mini Andy and is going to take on the legacy? So let's see. I want to ask this direct question because things can change. I did ask that question a while ago, but things do change because we have free will. So let's see. Or does he have someone in mind? That's the other one, the other thing. So I would be interested. Knight of Swords, the Wheel, King of Cups, Four of Cups. I don't feel there is someone specific on Andy's mind or someone specific, but I do see that like it's going to be someone that we're not expecting. Like I feel it's gonna be one of these like out of the blue, like how we thought it was gonna be Matt, we thought it was gonna be Danny Pellegrino, like so many names have been circulating, but I feel it's gonna come up from left field. It's not gonna be something that we are
Maybe a woman.
Could be, yeah. If it's a woman, I feel she might be part of the LGBTQIA community. Because I'm picking up more of the masculine energy.
And also, would it already be an exec that's because Andy started as an exec in-house? Like, could this person already be working as an exec?
No.
And that they would try to transform into on-air talent the way they did with Andy.
It's just been tell, but I'll tell you, and you heard it here first, you guys. I always say that I feel it's someone who is, so what I'm getting, someone who has or being in front of the camera. Or in radio. So it's not an executive that is just now, just like Andy, like moves into that. I feel it's someone who's comfortable in front of the camera, and it's someone who has had experience, talk shows, radio, camera. This is what I'm getting. Someone who's very charming, very charming.
But do you get a sense if it's a man or a woman?
More masculine. So I feel it's more of a man. And if it's a woman, I feel it's going to be, and when I mean LGBT, because I really feel that they need to keep that, they need to have someone who represent, right? Like I really, because Andy as well being, Andy, we all love him. But I don't know why, this is what I'm getting. So I'm just getting, it's going to be a male or a woman, but more of a woman who is has more of a masculine, like,
masculine energy.
Masculine energy is more, Rosie O'Donnell, energy. I'm thinking like someone who's quite, who's like dynamic and strong.
Yeah.
Vocal as well. I'm getting with a sense of humor, but I'm getting more male. And it makes, you know what, Jess, it makes sense. Can you imagine doing reunions, for instance? I mean, I don't know. I
think
think
all of that's going to go away. Like, I just don't know how. I mean, I don't know. It's lasted this long, but I was sort of just like,
you think reunions are like,
well, there's
not-
all of it. I feel like the rate, I don't know how much longer. I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, like 10 years from now, it could all still be going. Like, are we really still going to be doing this?
probably. I mean, Netflix is now doing reunions.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they never did. So obviously it's, I don't know, it's probably something they like, or they, because I can't see I can't see a woman taking on this role, because when you have all these housewives and you have all that energy and all that, you need a male presence. You need a
Yes.
balance to balance things out. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Something's more like calm in these situations.
Yeah.
I guess. So so I say more male, and we will be surprised. None of the above.
Very interesting. This was great.
Right. What's Andy's sign? Can you remind me, guys? Can you remind me what
He's a Gemini.
Right, you're right. He's a Gemini. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I forgot about that. No, I'm getting more of a fire energy.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's gonna take on this take over Andy's reins. I get like a fire, like someone who's, Andy's great, Andy's not too fiery. He's great. He can be shady sometimes. That's why we love him. But this person, I feel, is like a lot, very fiery, like very vocal. I can't wait, to be honest. I can't wait to see how the dynamics changes once Andy leaves. It's going to be interesting because, and we know Andy has his favorites, so we'll see.
Right.
That we'll see. What? Okay, question to you. I don't know if you know this, Jess. Do we know if Andy wants a third baby?
I don't think he does.
Okay, because I heard a third baby.
I don't think he does.
Okay, who knows? Maybe he falls in love, he finds someone, and they want to have a baby, and
Well,
baby
it's possible
together.
that other person already has a kid.
Really? Oh, is that why
I'm saying it's possible if he.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. And but I'm seeing a third child, so there's somehow a third child is entering his life, whether it's his or through a partner. Yeah. Wow. Right, because I know that he feels overwhelmed right now.
Right.
With both of them, and he's been moaning on social and whatnot. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, but I'm just saying I see 3 kids in his life. Wow. So that was like, I don't know. Did that answer your questions?
Yeah. Well, it gives a lot to like think about and like see how things shake out.
True. And so we know where we're going to reference back to when things start unfolding, because we've got it here right now. So that's going to be interesting. And as I always say, you heard it here first, guys.
Thank
you. Buy my merch, you guys. I've done my You Heard It Here First merch. So if anyone's interested, head on over and get your t-shirts, your hoodies, and your hats and your beanies, you guys. So yeah. Jess, this was wonderful. I think
thank you.
If you ever up for it, come back again. If you have more questions about someone else, if there's anyone you want to investigate spiritually and see what's up and what's going on,
awesome.
The door is always open. You're always most welcome. You're wonderful. I love you. I love your energy. Everyone, I love your podcast too. And also don't forget, because we spoke about Fire Island, and Jess has produced and written her own. Is it like a docu-series, right?
It's a docu-series,
it's a docu-series.
And Matt and Joel Kim Booster are in it.
There you go, guys. So you need to follow Jess, because there's a lot more to Jess than just her podcast. She's very creative. She's got so much experience, and so much. You're like a wealth of information when it comes to the industry. So you guys, you're missing out if you're not following her.
Thank you so much for having me. This was great.
This was great. Thank you so much. And I'll be seeing you again soon. Everyone, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Head on over to subscribe to Jess's channel, Jess's podcast, and like her videos. Go ahead and like those videos. You know what the YouTube gods are like. Let's feed them a little of that like nectar.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Great to see you.
Good to see you. Bye, everyone.